Hello and welcome back to the Seventh House Art Studio. Thanks for joining. Let's see. Wanted to share with you a completed sketchbook. Now this sketchbook was my daughter's, and this first part is stuff that she did in school. So this is where I took over. This is a crayon drawing, painting, whatever you want to call it. It was done with crayon. This was done with crayon as well. This was done as crayon, with crayons. And it is, politically encouraged, or whatever you want to say, along with this crayon drawing. Okay, and this is another crayon drawing. I use crayons sometimes because it's relaxing and you don't have to worry about wasting good art supplies on something you're just trying to de-stress with. Okay, so this is another crayon, one color. And all of these are done with no reference pictures, in case you can't tell. Oh, except for this one I used a reference picture, the top half. Okay, so carry on. This was crayon. Like I said, they're not, it's just sketchbook. It's to, alleviate stress and all that. So never, it's not perfect. I'm not looking to sell this stuff. But this was crayon, and I did put oil pastel on the back. And this is crayon as well. And you believe it or not, there was no reference picture for that one. Kind of looks like Shrek a little bit. Okay. Oh, this one is so silly. Skip over that one. This is crayons too. Okay, this one I did have a reference picture. A reference picture of the fox. But I think it turned out pretty good. This one was oil pastels. And this one was, you know what, it doesn't have another ear. Oh well, this was oil pastels, and this is one that a lot of times I just start like making marks and scribbling, and then I finish it with what I see out of those scribbles. So that's what this was. I call it Bruno. And this one is another one of those. This is colored pencil. This is another one where I just did like a mark, a scribble. And hey, this looks like a head. I always see faces in my scribbles. Okay, next is, this one I did have a reference picture. This is actually a selfie I took of myself, and there was a TikTok filter that made you look like the 80s, and of course it changes your whole look completely. So that's what this is. I don't look like that. Okay, and this one was a crayon drawing. This is what I used. I had a box of I Imagine crayons, and I tried to use every color that was in the box, and it just, after a while I couldn't do it because you just couldn't put any more on the paper. But again, another scribble drawing, and that's what I saw. And this one is another one of those TikTok selfies that made you look like the 80s. See how different it makes you look? Of course, this looks nothing like the pic. Hey, I actually got it. Oh no. This is an example of what I was talking about. The TikTok filter that made you look like the 80s. I don't look like that either. But there you go. That's crayon. This is oil pastels. This is another instance where I drew some scribbles, and this is what I saw. This is probably one of my favorite things I've done ever. I just love how droopy and loose she is. And, he's a little bit in better shape, but they're a couple, and, they're made for each other, and they're you can see by their body positioning against each other that they're just happy with each other, you know. I don't know. It's one of my favorites. So that was oil pastels. This was color pencil, and this part is marker. Again, drawing some scribbles, lines, and this is what I saw emerge. Okay, this is all marker and fine liners. A little bit of white jelly roll. So this was cool. This was actually influenced by, I have a throw blanket on my chair, and this one has cats on it. It doesn't look anything like what's on that throw blanket, but that's what I made it into. And this is another crayon art. Not much to say about it, but you know, crayons. Oh, this is the last page in here. Another one where I know it's not great, okay? It's stress relieving. I put weasel on here for a reason. A reason. Another one where I was just drawing scribbles and lines, and this is what it showed to me. So that is my completed sketchbook. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video or anything in it, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. That would be so great. And yeah, maybe make a comment, a nice comment. Don't be a jerk. And yeah, like, subscribe. Thanks for joining. Come back.